You know what? Facing your fears is the best way to conquer them. Everyone has fears, you and me. Have you ever wanted to travel somewhere, but never go because you're worried about the long road ahead in the burning heat of the sun, your bike breaking down halfway through your trip, or the strangers you're gonna encounter? Have you ever wanted to post something on social media, but never post because you're afraid of negative comments or reactions? Have you ever wanted to step out of your comfort zone or take risks, but never do because you're afraid of failure? Have you ever wanted to stand on a stage, perform the song you like, but never do because you're afraid of something invisible, unreal? I still remember when I was a child, my biggest fear was ghosts. And like every child, I was afraid of sleeping alone, going out at night, darkness, and so on. I was afraid of some faces that weren't even real, monsters that didn't even exist. But they were saved by my grandpa's stories about the good monsters, the monsters that weren't indeed as scary as they made them out to be. Let me tell you that story. Like humans in this society, there are bad monsters and good monsters. Bad monsters scare us, take lucks away from us, and make us sad. But what about good monsters? They protect us and especially give us candies. Every time my grandpa told me this story, he always asked me to stand alone for a while. He would go upstairs and then appeared with a candy. He said, "You know, my kid, there is a big nice monster in our house. He lives upstairs and he has a big nose. He's stealth, so don't try to fight him. He will be angry if you do that. He can smell your fear, but don't worry, he won't harm you. He just wants you to be happy, and that's why he told me to give you this gift." I used to believe that story for my whole childhood. When I was in grade 10, my grandpa passed away. One day, I cleaned my house and I found one thing. A giant box of my favorite chocolate and fruit candy. It seemed like my grandpa prepared candies for my fear until I was not afraid of ghosts anymore. But guess what? My fear of ghosts had disappeared before I could even realize. I can now sleep alone, go out at night without being afraid of any kind of ghost. It came so naturally, and thanks to my hero, ghosts were not my nightmare anymore. But ghosts are not my only fear. That was the fear of a kid, and that kid had her own hero. Now I'm an adult with other fears, and I'm my own hero. We all experience fears, but we experience them differently. What makes your friend afraid may not make you afraid. That's why I have to find new ways to overcome my fears myself, and I learned some simple way to do it. One of the ways is using your humor. Humor can be an effective way to abolish fear. Try to find the humor in the situation because laughing is a powerful way to conquer fear. Another way is saying yes with new things or new challenges. Going somewhere that you don't even know a single soul, trying yoga classes, taking part in parties, and starting random conversations with new people. Anything that pushes you outside your comfort zone. I watched a video about fears last week and there was one quote that stuck with me. It went like, "We cannot avoid fear, but we can develop a healthier relationship with it. If you want to face it, you got to make friends with it." Start living a fulfilling life that you will not regret by facing your fears from this day forward. Just step outside your comfort zone. I know you can do it.